with another podcast. I mean, no day. So right now it is 5:09 p.m. Bring it back to a Q&A. Yeah, we're going to start drinking little pictures, Jurassic Park, Marvels, and because I love engineering movie today, especially so sad to Disney 75. Also talk about any kind of cliches for the dinosaurs. So I do that just a while till this week you're good. Oh hey, Mrs. DT 75. No, this is 75. I'm at Mr. Disney Dino. I'm at Mr. Dino Disney. I can't even pronounce it. Hey, what's going on, dude? It's been a while. Let's do an Noah Keenan. We're going to talk about Power Rangers. Also heard. Now I did post it on there just the other day, 2 days ago, about the actor who's going to be playing Cheska, the one who plays the Green Ranger. That's easy the Green Ranger. She's going to be playing the two characters for Power Rangers Super Legend, the Legend of 5. Now we might do some of other dancing for the YouTube series, not just only for the YouTube, for Power Rangers YouTube series, and also YouTube series, and also of the first symptom of Power Rangers. I mean, they did it in 30 years. That part in an episode that the Power Rangers went to the studio and beat the guy and tell him how to use message herself. But this one would be a lot different than Netflix because Netflix had Power Rangers. Why can't YouTube can make Power Rangers? Because we're making for the YouTube series our first combining it. Just put it in combining it for the first sitcom of Power Rangers. But we're gonna stick to the program, so I put everything on that. Yeah, I've been having some thoughts, and it takes me almost what, almost a day. But yeah, I went over there to LBT Live Streams and got a good interesting Life for our Planet is already coming here to this month. Not only that, um, not only that, not only that, trying to think. Yeah, not only that, the Five Nights at Freddy's is coming up. You know, I love Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, I play Five Nights at Freddy's, but Five Nights at Freddy's, I never can make that level than the other ones because a lot of them, yeah, a lot of them played Five Nights at Freddy's. Having them almost everybody make it to that level, and half of them make it to the level. Then ask me, but I get scared. I used to be scared, but not anymore. release everybody. It does come in on the 27th. I think it's almost before before our day comes from. That's why releasing I might wear a comes, but I might not. Who knows? Because I'm going to start doing it to Hansville because of the projects that we're going to be making, like the shows we're going to be starting looking at. I mean, he gave us another ideas because the other day, the last episode that, in our podcast that we did is talking about our original projects. Because Sonic did that talking about the project suits, the original suits that they've been talking about in the concert Fury. And right now, I'm going to start with some upbeat news. The fan club, shout out to fan club. I haven't watched it in the fan club in a while because probably some Dawson I had to break Western for a bit. Since 1993, Power Rangers has been using Super Sentai footage to adapt its sword action and fight scenes. But how much of that footage was actually used in Power Rangers today? We are going to talk about it and break down. It's just kind of sweet because, and one should always, we might do like almost half of that, we'll say 40% of the Sentai's views of the Power Rangers Super for my series of a first sitcom of Power Rangers, because we're probably like doing a roll call and then, but it's going to be combined. Like I said, it's going to be combined. I don't know what it's going to be called because they call it Sentai scene for Super Sentai, and then Power Rangers version. But it's gonna be multi-universe or something. But it's gonna be something I'm gonna be calling it. It's gonna be the way combine it. We'll make it like the. We'll make it like the. Kind of like the Super Sentai, because the corner of the rumors that they make a lot like Super Sentai, like the MPR toy, guy, the channel, he also make a lot of Power Rangers anime, and it looks pretty good. I really love his videos so much, and I think he worked with Wild Force a long time ago. I remember that some of the rumors said that he been working with the producers years ago. He used to work there with Power Rangers. And I also heard he worked with the actors was worked with Wild Force and made some animation. You need some man. I was only two, but do you remember the rumors even saying that he was in Wild Force, not in Wild Force. He was the producers helping the directors. Make some props, everything. But if he was in our producers helping out with the that bets, because after all he did make a lot of that bets. He did make kind of the 90, almost a 90 so. But I might pick three people who's gonna do, because they actually doing good. Because we might do like the 90, the 60, 90 epic style. Also, like Zoo Angel, because their efforts is pretty good. Because I didn't have like explosions, effects, or explosions videos. make it like overlaying. Cause I did like the intro video, like I did for the Power Morph or intro for the intro video. Whiskey Buddy. And I did a what? And I also did with the 16 or sorry, not the 16. The Super 16 app thing that I called it. The Super 16 is like the real Super 8 cameras or 16 camera cameras that mostly did real filming it with some stuff from back then. They started for a very long time from the 1880s through I believe through the 80s. The earlier 80s, and then they start using the VCR in 1984 drill. The 1980 drill for drill, the earlier 2000s. And they stayed using all the way down here to 2005. This Morphin Gun has been started since 2007. I was only 5. Yeah, speaking of Morphin Gun, I never went to Morphin Gun before, but it's been started since 2007. It's been started since Overdrive. That's where the show's coming, or then it comes. I was only 5 when I first watching Overdrive, even when not a fan of the Overdrive, but still, it became a classic. 3 RPM, it became classic. When they moved into RPM, it would have been better if RPM would have done like Ninja Storm drill. Have a crossover of all Red Rangers, because it would have been the music, but they did have like closer for Red One. Then start up with this one about that, because at least they had like a lot of crossovers. Because I love like working the crossovers. The best thing I like about the episodes is the crossover team ups. Like you did point out, and I'm still gonna make some effects for the more films, because I'm still gonna start morphing the missing Ford Ranger for the Red Ranger. And I'm started doing the Giggle Ranger or Jungle Berry Blue and RPM Blue. But I'm going to do I might have to redo this again with Dino Thunder Blue and Mystic Force Red again, because I did it for almost a month. The Blue Dino Thunder, no, sorry. The Mystic Force Rangers that I did, the Mystic Force Ranger that I did for the Fan Morph, it's like months ago. Because I had this over thing I had here. Like, everybody likes check out my morphers. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna start working on my drawing. I had drawing somewhere. It's been a while. Meanwhile, I will play you guys some older music, because a lot of you guys, because I did like a talent sound for my last school, always. Let you guys know that I graduated. I mean, these needs, these are 75 and all. Maybe now. They did King over there, because it's my graduation, because I dressed for graduation. for my last school year for elsewhere. I graduated this year. But yeah, I did play this one for many times. Thinking about it because this feels good. Any quizzing? I might have to do this right now. Right now, it just wasn't creating properly.
Let's talk about it. Hit that intro, Rangers. You are watching the fan club. It's your boy Boston in the building.
Let's see what we had here for.
And look at how much Sentai footage is actually.
They've been using for a very long time, but mostly I love about that if they use the for Super Sentai, they did a lot of fight scenes and they're pretty good. And they actually pretty good with the fight scenes in Power Rangers. Because a lot of us, especially for the reboot, because I'm pretty sure I think it's gonna ruin how Power Rangers get good. Because we're very disappointed if it's things in there. So, but other than that. King Older. Speaking of King Older, you guys even notice for the Japanese Power Rangers of Dino Charge, they're having a non-crossover with King Older. They almost kind of similar to Owanger, that's Seal. But King Older and Co-Ranger having a crossovers, but it's supposed to be the doctor, the last person who played for Diego, but they did some cheesing on here. But we had to do some, supposed to be, there was a character name who played that character named Diego. But he's supposed to be King Diego is supposed to be, but not you. I mean, the character, the same name as him. He's supposed to be returning to King Olger or King Durger. He's supposed to be returning, and I guess he didn't make it because he had done it for him. Oh, really? Yeah. There's a character who played for Co-Ranger named Diego. Same name as you. Not only that, a lot of people had the same names. Or they even their characters, or they even born that had the same names. But he didn't return. The actor didn't return for the I don't know how many years, because it's been a long time since 10 years. Yeah, it was 10 years from now. For 10 years, King Walter, Co-Ranger, and started for very 10 years from now. But only 4 of them were turning. 4 Rangers were turning again. But they got a new character who's going to be playing or take over until the leaders come back. I don't know who played it. It must be new character it is. It must be his brother or his friend, his cousin. I don't know who it is. But I do know that it's a new character, but we don't know that he was related to or they've been friends with the original character who's take over with the Co-Ranger led. That's one thing I'm sorry about it. It does come on the 23rd, I believe. But one thing I'm doing, they are very dark, but mostly it was funny scenes, funny moments. So they might didn't come doing it, to be honest.
Since 1993,
Like, I want to play
Rangers has been
scenes.
using Super Sentai footage to adapt its sword action and fight scenes. How much footage was actually used in Power Rangers? Today we are going to talk about it and break down each season and how much footage of the Sentai they were actually using. Let's talk about it. Hit that intro, Rangers. You are watching the video. First of all, I need to shout out Brandon Benfield for posting these pictures on Facebook. He said he got these via the Martian Ranger. Now, take a look at this. You're going to start with season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power.
Okay, let's see here. For Mighty Morphin, yes. They've been using for a very long time. So we might do like half a percent, like 30% or 40%, who knows. Because the fight scenes from the Japanese version feelings is kind of a cool fight, and because they did like punch in the face or kick in the face and all that, like example for the night from MPR movie, the Mighty Morphin movie from 1995, and also the Turbo movie that they did the fight scenes, like they're squeezing the group and all that. Those movies reminds from the Super Sentai stuff, but they actually did some. But it happens from the Super Sentai or the Japanese version of Power Rangers. It's actually the coolest episode I've seen because they compare it to the Japanese because. And I gotta go. I had to go, but I'll see you next time. Okay, dude, it's more for time. And I catch you later. Again, they've been doing this for a very long time because I didn't never know. Man, I didn't know as a kid that they actually. I know it was just like a original. No, to be honest, I didn't know that they use the Japanese versions. I thought it was. I never know what it was. I thought it was all Power Rangers, part of Power Rangers, and I never know that they used it as a kid. When I watched Power Rangers as a kid, when I first started watching Power Rangers for Disney era, when Disney took the franchise, because I thought they actually used it. It's kind of cool. Thought they actually use it. It's actually kind of cool because as a kid I didn't know that I actually used Japanese version because I thought it was like all Power Rangers, especially those. But I didn't even know the Super Sentai until I was like 10 years old because I never knew about Super Sentai until I was like 10. And once I realized they using for Power Rangers, now I got to realize they using it for a very long time because for the past few years, long time, I've been watching Power Rangers before Super Sentai because I was probably with a real old enough, but mature. But I love drawing for Super Sentai. I remember drawing for Super Sentai like Jetman and Masked Man and White Man. No, I remember that one for the first season of Super Sentai suit in a cosplay as a kid, and White Man suit, because I remember I wanted the wet one. I remember I wanted the wet one. Man. Speaking of Power Rangers Super Legend, I'll see you the view in a minute. Give me a second. I mean, you guys already seen it just another day. But just once you guys even here, I will show you the rules in a second. Because shout out to the friend of mine's Kaz, or no, aka Juice. We might do some Sentai Adjacent again. It's just not gonna be a lot. But I'll say 40%. But we're gonna stick with the 100% to make the fans happy. You know, keep the fans going, keep the funny scenes. Now we will take some elements from one of the scenes from the Mighty Morphin. We'll take some elements, the scenes from shows, Power Ranger shows for the Mighty Morphin. And we'll take some elements from the game that I used to play for Power Rangers Super Legend. We will take some and then put it in our show, because shout out to Dev, aka Fighting Podcast. He did give me examples and give me advice for the guy, the Johns and their projects. I mean, he does has a point for the reboot. But it goes for the projects like my scenes. He does give me advice for them. I mean, we probably take some elements for the shows, like Mighty Morphin, Dino and Thunder, Once and Always, or Conspiracy. When she take it for some series, probably from Mighty Morphin, when they gave their powers to the new Rangers like Anna and Ease, Waki, and Kat. And then we'll probably take some scenes for Tommy and Kimberly, because they didn't really get some more than them recently. And then we'll take some elements for RPM. That's Scott's father. Now, they never even saw what happened to his wife, because all they do know about it is, because I really wish I was in that show, because somebody would have played my older brother, because man, if I would have knew that a long time ago for RPM, because as a kid, because I would have played him as a kid. And then became a Power Ranger years later on. But, for example, if I was in RPM years ago, I would have played Mason Trumer for the first time, being an actor. And I would have played in Mason Trumer. Then somebody has to play my dad, and the animation game had Waters. All that. I wish I knew that a long time ago, because I would have met them. And then Scott wouldn't know that And then somebody will point his way, like, in a wasteful life. Because that would have been, he was been born with, and originally born in Delaware before all that. But he was a happy man when the wife was married. I guess police why that he was worried. Well, now it does have some dark moments because of the situation, man. Now it does have some dark moments. For Mason Trumer. They call now he's actually a ranger now. But back then wow, that's hey, Shawnee, dude, what's going on? Can you still call me Sword? Hey, Shawnee, what's going on, pal? Power Ranger, Sean, son, aka Power Ranger. What's going on, Sonny? Just talking about my projects that I'm gonna be doing. Just talking about that I'm making my own Power Ranger series from Delaware. That we're gonna start filming it. My own projects. They notice that I'm making my own series. Basically, it's a music for our own production because we've been talking about our own projects. Then I'm gonna be start making it like my Power Rangers. Then we're making our own YouTube series of the first sitcom of Power Rangers. Hey, Sonny, what is going on? Of course I could call you that. I mean, still Sonny. It's still you. It's still Sonny. Power Rangers, because you're a fan of Power Rangers. And don't want to know it. Just because of this. I switched it on my username, but you can still call me Jane. Yeah. Yeah. It's very true. It's all good, man. Everything is all perfect, man. I'm just telling everybody about my Power Rangers series that I'm gonna be start making. If you noticed about my production, I will show you right here. Please. Production, I'll show you right here. My own production of Mighty Heroes that I did. I just made it like 2 weeks ago because it takes me almost longer, but I did wanted to get 500 subscribers to have the fans and tell what our production is going to be about. But we only get it for the YouTube series of the sitcoms. And then I also made this one for 5 Rangers that I picked, mostly for dinosaurs, because I love dinosaurs, for Power Rangers. Here we go. I just added a title here. This is going to be my series that I'm going to be making for the production. I'm only going to do 3 scripts, but somebody will actually do all those scripts for me, because I'm going to get them the idea, so. Here it is. Got me. I'm going to be playing the Green Dino Fury Ranger from the 1960s. We got Dino Fury, Dino Mighty Morphin, Dino Charge, Dino Thunder, and Dino Fury. And we got the Rainbow Ranger, the legendary Rainbow Ranger. Let's see. Also, we got the New Ranger, who also, actually, you wanted to call it the boss of the mentor, who also create the universe. That I named the character Arthur. Arthur, and you also call it more like God. Who also create the universe. But also the way the sword of the Red Rangers warriors. Called it, and I called it itself, and I named it. Called it, named it for Red Eternal Ranger. Also, I made my boots. Yeah, I did. I did see your video, man. I almost finished with your blue Space Ranger morph. It's gotta be completed. Now the hardest part I couldn't find is the atlas of the blue thingy. The blue background that I couldn't find. And the other part is I couldn't find something. But we'll find it just going up. Scam video of that. Oh, there we go. The wand stand. I found it now. All I gotta do is put it on the face on the Blue Ranger, and it will be complete. But I did make some sounds like months ago about this. It's pretty cool with that. Now the hardest part for the Dino Fury morph that I couldn't actually make the morph because the app I'm using. That's the hardest part I make, so I'm gonna have to check out the video and see how it goes. So I can put this on who knows. Because I might use it, but I will use it, for example, to make it Dino Fury version. But when I'm doing for the Green Ranger, I might do kind of like the same thing for the fan morphs. Now, what I did like the fan morphs, I couldn't do all of them like I usually do. Because the one that I do some shows, it's kind of different. But yeah, I did see your videos. The Blue Ranger morph for Space Ranger is almost completed. It's almost completed. Now, the hardest part about some of the morph scenes that I couldn't do because of how they do it in the show. But this is the hardest part. But what I will do something like that if I could get it, like, because it takes me all night to get it completely fixed. But I will get it. But not as perfect as them. But I will get it on fast. Because I'm doing for my... But I'm still going to do my Ninja Storm Yellow. I'm gonna still go and do Ninja Steel Yellow, Ninja Storm Yellow. Samurai Ranger. Samurai Ranger. Man, RPM Blue, I did RPM Blue already. I couldn't do for the other guy because I'm gonna have to train him how to do this morph. So, for example, if you wanted to start do a morph, I'll just use this as the Go Guide to morph. And for example, for how to do the Zia morph, just want to do this. It's more for time. Slowly, how to do put two noise here, one other on here, other on here, sideways, then arches together. You don't want to do like this, because this one makes no sense. But you will want to do this, how to move, to do a pirate like this. But I will show you like this. It's more for time. That's how you do Z-Wings morph. Now, shout out to Sonic, to the guy Sonic, the Blade or aka Power Ranger. Fantastic. Because he's really doing the awesome job that he did. And I give him some credit, how did he do this? So, shout out to the guy Sonic, dude, for the Power Rangers. That's how you do the Z-Wings morph. Now, the gold content mode, you don't want to do like this. Because otherwise, it would get too easy. Now, if you wanted to do the gold culture, you just want to do like I did. Because a lot of YouTubers did the Super Mega Force morph. Now, you put your hands like this, at least you got other part right, but you don't want to do like this in front of your face like that, because otherwise it will get you triggered. That's the hardest part. But putting it behind this yarn here is one thing. That's one thing here. So you put your key in there. Put this on here. Put your key in there like this slowly. I'm using it for a slow motion. Put your key in there. Then you say you use it for, you say it like morph sequencing or something like that, or whichever. And put your key in there. I'm just using for example. So put your hands in here. Then you put your key. You can also use this. And arms on your sideways like this. And then slightly this arms there. Swing this one. Punch two this. And then put your key in right here. Besides that, again, you don't want to do this. You just want to do this one. But you don't want to do beside your face. Just want to put your arms inside of that, besides your chest area here. You put your arms, this hand here, this left here, and then you put this on like on sideways to the chest, by your chest, into your partner, you know. Then turn your key there, just like in the show. That's what the Rangers did in the show. and then this. Ha! Now you want to put your king in there. You just got to do this. And also flip. Don't want to do flip by your face. You just got to do flip your king here. So, let me see how this goes. Super breakable. Huh! Just how do you do that? The more sequences for this one. Now, if you want to do like a legendary move for Super Mega Force, like that. That's how you goes. That's how you do morph. So, Cologne, the network, if you watch this, that's how we'll show you this. You don't want to do this like that, allowing your face like that, or make this like this. You just want to put your sideways on the floor this way. Besides doing this one, or doing this one beside your face, because when you're doing a set for your audition, for example, you just want to make sure you're doing a wire face for a reason. Just like for when you do your morph sequencing for the film, when you want to do your morph, you just got to make sure you had a spot right. It takes a long time to do pledges. I did it twice, but I never give up. Just how you do that, you just have to do your morph sequence. I will see the parts, how to do the morph sequence, and how do you do it, how do you morph. So that's how you morph with the Zeal. Only some of the YouTube are doing it. Hey, what's going on, dude? Kitchen, what's going on? Just talking about Power Rangers. For my version, just telling everyone how to morph. So that's how you guys morph. So shout out to sign in, the Blade dude. Son, aka Power Ranger guy. That's doing the awesome John. I will give him a shout out later on for doing the estimate, because he will show you guys that. So check on his channel. My channel, because didn't have my morpher with you. I will show you guys a little bit. One just a minute. Oh, big light bit. You know, like, you guys get what was there. I got plenty more fairies here. So, now, like I said for the other day, I've been announcing for Cheska. I really wish to see came to our podcast, because we went to interview her, and then, but the thing about it is, we don't know when Hasbro's going to respond, because I've been waiting for months, and then I've been waiting for them to email me so they could get everybody back together, and then goes. I've been showing my friends in the War Sword, and they love it, especially my old pal Glenn for summer camp. Look at this. So, the thing about it is, I'm still waiting for Hasbro to respond or email me, because I've been emailing me for almost a year or two. They ain't happy to respond to it, because the fans was wondering what is Chuck and Hasbro. So I was wondering myself too, because they haven't responded yet. But I've been telling them that a lot of fans want. I got the script fans, but I still got to I still got to refix them again. I got to refix the second then. So it's gonna be like 5 Power Rangers for my series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once 4, and then Mr. Diner until Mr. Dyer Diego for episode 17. Just gave me an idea for a nice Power Ranger sword theme for the first history. So we don't have like mountains like they did had here, but we had a big hill. But I never noticed that we had big hills when I was in Maryland. I mean, we do have like and South Palmetto Maryland, but not just here in Salisbury. Boom! I just got it for my birthday. Just open up. Nice. I got these for Christmas. I only got 3 of them. I got 3 of them for Christmas. I got one for dining. When I got these keys, everybody loved this one when in school. When I carried this in school, everybody loves them. I got this one. I got Dino Fury, and I got Dino Thunder, and I got Mystic Force. I got all 3 of them for Christmas, especially got for Tiger. And then for my birthday, I got this. I just turned 21 for my birthday. The Power Morphin. But it's from Hasbro's. I didn't get a busy one. I wish I had, because I would have wanted to make that shine. Have someone to restore that or something like that. I don't know. But I got these the first time I had Japanese that I wanted since then. But now I finally got it now. I finally want it, but I always wanted it for the past 9 years from now. I always wanted it so badly. I always wanted it for 9 years that I wanted to Japanese Power Rangers toys like that. But now I finally got it now. Sooner or later, I will get my Power Ranger cosplays. I will write it to them. It's already whited. I just got to mail it to them because I've been making some wishes so badly that I can wonder supplies for your fans. Because every Power Ranger fans, like, for example, I will make some videos. I will make a video that if Hasbro's make some Power Ranger cosplays and make some websites, we just should do is get some of the people, designers, the cosplay designers, like, that make some cosplay furry, this one, cosplay furry suits. They're very good making suits like that. But if Hasbro's does the same one, but different suits from Dimensions or something like that, then they will probably get tons of money. But we wanted the suits, we wanted the cosplays for, because me and my friends been talking about it in our podcast, and we wanted them to get wants this and know this. It would be give them an idea. If they make the cosplays like that and have someone make the version ones, show version ones versus the cosplay they make, then they would get some tons of money. They would get number one. Everyone will completely buy it here because it came from an idea. And what they call it, Hasbro's cosplay. Did not come up with, because I'm the one who has to begin with an idea for theory idea. How to do, the Power Rangers. Because if it was me, I will love to get the ideas so much. So let's play this music. It's morphin time. So let's play, and I will play this on again so many times. Can't stop thinking about it. I wish I had something. I wish I had right. Nice. Okay, here we go. Just want to get this stuff done. Just a warm up. I don't want to drop this thing. Maybe I better put it right here. So I don't want to get this thing going in the world. That's this thing saying so. Let's try it again and one more time. I was good at the last time. Now let's try this again. Let's pause for a minute. I wish I had something to stand up for something. Maybe next time if I get something, I'll probably get. Let me just back down just a little bit. I'll probably use it for anything. I don't know. But I love the way that he makes it work like this. This is totally awesome. Shout out to the guys from Japanese person. I love them work. I love the Japanese toys. It's the first time I had one like this. I had one this one, but I gave mine to Teacher King the Power Ranger, so I'll make another one. Good ball saving. John Reason. Just love just playing this song every day. Just cool, but don't just roads. Just while playing that sun raising gentlemen. Anyway, the children. Ladies and gentlemen. Power Ranger fans, we are Mighty Heroes team. The Mighty Heroes team. Like Jason Davis Saints always said, I'm never gonna give up on the fans. I never do. Just because I give up, that means that I cannot give up the fans that I want it. Because I gotta make podcasts for the fans because I made a promise for Jason Favorite Friends. I always heard his voice talking to him. Doesn't mean nothing. So I cannot give up what the fans said because so that's what I'm gonna look at. I made presentations for Jason Favorite Friends. The original Green Ranger. Oh, I got it right this time. Thank goodness, because it takes me weeks to learn that. So I do it again. Whoa. I can't believe it. I believe in myself. So try this morph again. It's morph time. Oops. Before I do this one, let me see if I can find this little thingy. Man. If I know what the heck to use, I'll find. Or something. I'll do that later. Meanwhile, we'll get this stuff done. I'll find this thing later. Let's do the morph. Smorpher time! Tyrannosaurus! I gotta do these morph. I have to do these morph like this. It's because I want this one. Ready. Dino Donor. Power! Ha! It does wakes up. It was making a sound just months ago, I guess. Doesn't stop making noises in a year, I guess. Ready. Oh, yeah. Ready! Megalosaurus! Mystic Force! I love to do in the match rings and morph. It's even better. The morph stickers is even better than this one. Because when you even watch the Deca Ranger or Match Ranger versus Deca Ranger Hensings, now their morph is actually really coolest. Now Bulk Kidjar versus Super Sentai when Alka Ranger morphed into Match Ranger, the morpher he did is really, really coolest. Not gonna lie. Those morph is way more rooted in, so they should have done it like that. Besides doing, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love the fight scenes and the swords. Just like when you do the morph scene for like Match Ranger versus Deca Ranger, they did it something with the morph. Hey, what's going on? So I made a morph. I made my own morph, but it's going to be the same thing, same local. So for Dino Fury of a Power Rangers Super Legend, I just named the wolf Dino Beast, and that's what I named the morph call, whatever you want to call it. I just call it a morph call for a reason. So Morphin time. Dino Beast. Ah, man. At least I got it right this time. I did it really fast. I'll show you how I done. Because I keep believing myself so badly. I guess the magic really works, I guess. Who knows? It just like when I do real fast, it keeps believing myself. That's how I got a little better now. It's even better than last time. Smart for time. Dino Peace. Yeah, started morphin. Tiger Furry. Green Ranger. Infinity, this little punson. Say, Morph. Let's get his punch and battles time. Yeah, I started doing this more than this. I did it like a tiger style. Decided to do a martial arts, kung fu, dinosaurs. Martial arts, colliding, kung fu, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, and everything that I want for martial arts. It's pretty cool. You gotta believe yourself. If you accomplish on your head, you can accomplish anything. And that means you can do anything. I mean, you could collect it, whatever you wanted to do for the future. Make your own show. Whatever. But make something that's very good, so like check this out from the future. Or who knows? Well, guys, that was a lovely Q&A. But before we, because it's almost dark. Because where I'm at now, it is cloudy and it's about to be raining. Because usually when I watch the news with Mom, it doesn't even make sense better than the other news guy because he's very good. But it is going to be raining when I'm at, because it's still hurricane season. Who knows what's going to happen? But Jessica's the one that we should very excited about. Congratulate her. The one that who played the Pink Ranger. That means we got to get something which is going to wear from the 1960s. Playing, it doesn't matter the 15-year-old girl. Before her father met her mother, he was working with them without her notice that. But man, I guess he had to be furious or worried, something like that. Who knows? But here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the one who's playing the Green Ranger, AZ Jessica, is gonna be playing. And the reason why I'm announcing because when I make announcements with our production. I mean, like I said in my video, like I said, I make an announcement for everybody because they're picking the Pink Ranger who playing, so she's going to play in the Pink Ranger. But she's going to be amazing girlfriend. She won't be playing until episode 12, between 11 or 12, because episode 10, no, it's probably maybe episode 12. Sorry, but episode 10, I believe, when he was with Mighty Morphin, Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, Dino Furry, and Dino Troopers. Squash that. We're probably going to switch up with Mighty Morphin, Dino Thunder, Dino Troopers, Dino Charge, and Dino Furry. Most videos all Dino Troopers. Until this up a new team, a virtual Dino team, or original team of a new team, original of a new team of Dino Troopers. When I make spoilers for anything, I aspire for the shows that I watch from Dinosaur Kings, and also for the new wings are like these, like Chatsco is gonna play in um Wozy, the 60s character. Now, I would have noticed that I would have been on RPM playing young Mason Trumer years ago, because I would have discovered that the dad who became his family was Rangers back then. There were Rangers without his without Scott noticed that, but when they when they get older, they probably know these secrets. But when their mom is living, the father is really happy with them. And then a few years when they got older, when the mom passed away, that's why things got to change between. But when they were young, they always did these both things, because the mothers died first, then Mason's mothers died first, then the fathers died, then but he get his last word for him before this way. Then suddenly his wife and then Mason's wife died. This is gonna be a story about it. I wish they would have happened in RPM, because they would have had a higher first the mother. The enemies movement. But Chesko is gonna play Woozy. And the reason why I made this way, because it's gonna be happening a story about his mother and his mother and his father were Rangers, just like Scott's grandparents were Rangers. And if you guys notice, for Spy Kids, I think it's gonna be some elements I'm going to check on it. It does give me an idea, so I might check some elements from them, put it in ideas, and also here, take some elements, make some ideas, and also, and then they will find out that their parents were a ranger. Take some elements from Mighty Morphin, take some elements from Dino Dirter, and also take some elements from the Gate, and probably take some elements from few shows, because of to give me the idea, some elements. Use it for our show, for my ideas. So shout out to Dav, Fighting Podcast. He did get his get the Church of the Johnson Church of Pod Chat, because the only member would get more famous as Mighty Morphin. Because I remember Mighty Morphin was famous, if I know, if the rumors and numbers. But this will be a great honor that we had Zorn on, the original Zorn, who's going to be playing Zorn on. Alpha, Goldar, and these two monsters, he's going to be playing them. Now, and the reason why, because they used to work with these guys before Rita. Rita wasn't around 65 million years. It was just some monsters. But we stick with the money people since. But we didn't, then again, we didn't wasn't around with wasn't around with at the time, because of it still works. Oh, no, it's not. But like I said, and it was like I said, she wasn't around in 65 million years. Because he was in 1,000 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, from Zulija, because of the sun. Supposedly, she was trapping on the big giant jar thing, you wanted to call it. It's kind of old when space guys from Moon finding it, who knows? Or is it Earth? I don't know. But she wasn't around it until probably Mighty Morphin. But War Zed was in here before he met her in Mighty Morphin. He was working. They will also work together against these monsters, but Iron Bug and War Zed was good pals. They were good friends for a very long time. To work together against these guys. Now, this place used to be Iron Blocks because he's originally the one who collect these putties. With rock and iron, make these power blunts, and then make this power punch for the Power Rangers. But they're too weak, and they couldn't even find a way to fight them. Now, like I even said, Iron Block then the one I named that because this place used to be Iron Blocks, and they used to work with him, and then they were trapped before ending the battle. Then we're going to be start making the last battle. When it happens for what's he called it? For Drago, and when it happens for Drago and the Empire, the Dark of Empires, the Boss of Empires, when it happens for Ironbark, he got destroyed. Both of these guys, villains, got destroyed because of the how they got messed up. He got destroyed by these Rangers because they used their element powers. They used these element powers, but they all defeated him just like defeated him before. Because he came over there to sweat it. I know Meeklis was good. She came to Delaware. She was the first creature in 1925 she appeared here. Because she was good, but mostly it's my idea. I'm the one who come up with that. Because Meeklis was very good back then. And then she also came evil, but mostly came back to good when she was 98 years ago. I believe so. 98 years ago that she was good. She was good than she was 98 years ago. She was good as she were 98 years ago when she was appearing this Earth as the first spore beast, his first creature. She's appeared here before years later, before 20, I guess 36 years before, 46 years before she became evil, or she got captured or destroyed, both of these creatures. But anyways, and then the other creature from Dying Fury, the blue guy, evil guy, swam. He also appears here in 1936, Delaware. And then two creatures joined forces with the guys when they got older, and then they joined up to help the Rangers. But for that, they were also good. The doctor who actually came here to check out also making the good citizens there. So she's also became the first good citizen. They were all putting on the newspaper, play with kids all the time because she's really fun. And then the other creature was appeared here in 1936. The spore beast who appears in 1936. And then when they got older, they're starting to join forces together to work with these guys. because when that's when the first Power Rangers came here, and then you got the Psycho Rangers. The Psycho Rangers. Speaking of Psycho Rangers, hold on. Let me turn the lighter with. I was getting Psycho. There we go. Yeah, but like I was saying, the Psycho Rangers was good back then, and then until 1993 when their destiny, the Power Ranger destiny, is passing along to them. When Jason Zorno recruited them, but mostly Zorno was recruiting the last Ranger for the past 26 years ago in 1993. I believe it's 1967. Mostly 58, almost there. I'll say, I don't know, 30 something, 37 or 35 years ago, I believe. I believe it's 35 years ago. I believe it's 35 years ago when it started to join on and meet Zonon. Now, 1993, if I believe it's 35 years ago from them, that time. 35 years ago from 1993, when Zonon met these kids. That's 36 years before Jason and them. He met Mason, Mark, Ted, Glenn, and Anna. Those are the 5, 6 kids that he met. But their father was discovered he was a hero too. But they already know that his father was discovered a hero. Because they would join forces in the army and then they fight together. And then they started to, when also they made a command center. They used to call it the morphin Glen. Because take some elements from Beast Morphers of Morphin Glen. We'll probably put it on Delaware when they started building the Morphin Center. When Zorna recruiting these kids, just way before they're just on their recruiting Jason and them, Jason, Billy, and Zach, and then weeks later, Tommy shows up, King Evil, and then King Good, and then King Good again. Also, he helped us with the whole thing. But he's the one who's also there, if you guys know what to say. So yeah, he helped us with the whole stuff, and also he is actually the strongest, became a legend of his legacy. So that's why I'm more like a Tommy person, because all the situations with Green Ranger, I'm going to be inspired by him because he's also one of the king and fighting suits all day. Doesn't matter as it work, but I'm just going to be smart enough. Maybe just some elements from Mighty Morphin the Boo comic, maybe inspiring it just a little bit, not a lot. Maybe some, because the one thing that I had to point out for 1969. They should have like switched it for the bit for 4 boys and 1 girl. Other than that, let's take back for the games. Thank you guys for watching. A lot of Q&A. It's a really awesome night now. Excuse me for a moment, it is. right. We're going to end this live stream. We're going to end this Q&A right now. But that is all my theories. That is all. If you guys had a theory with our Power Ranger, because we had like a friend when it's going to be look like. Now, here's the thing that for Power Rangers Super Legend. Now, I'm going to, like I even said, we might take some elements for the Super Legend from the game. We might put this on our show, and we might put this on the movie too. Because in the show, they only take 2 Rangers. And then we probably 2 Rangers. So I might take some elements from Power Rangers and Overdrive of the episode of Once a Ranger with 5 Rangers. Because it's pretty cool that they have 5 Rangers. So I'm mixing them for 5 Rangers and take some elements from Once in a Ranger for Power Rangers Super Legend, the movie. Then also made. If we get proper, then we might do something like that. Maybe if you guys wanted to, so we probably will take some elements from the show, from the game, and then put in our ideas for our series, and then we're going to put it in our movie too with 5 Rangers, and then probably going to take some elements of Power Ranger Overdrive and for the episode of Once a Ranger, and then put it in our show, the movie too, but Power Rangers Super Legend, What's in 05 movie. So, thanks again. If you like this Q&A, this is all for a Q&A. Hope you guys liking the Q&A. These are you guys in Q&A because you guys are the best. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, because we had a lot of persons, and don't worry, it will still be more fan. It will be coming in just because of the movie, but it ain't gonna go anywhere. We're still gonna be making suit because we're doing it for Jason Deborah Franks. Because Jason Deborah Franks. So, if you guys are watching, please subscribe. If you want to stay with me, please will. I will still make it for Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays for the next Q&A for 3 weeks or 3 days a week. But for Mondays and Fridays, I may do the podcast. We're still going to continue this podcast just because of news. But we're still going to talk about Power Rangers, dinosaurs, Jurassic Parks, superheroes, Disney, all that cool stuff. But really sorry about for Five Nights at Freddy's. It does come out on the 27th this month. Because if you really think about it, for Thursday, it's very good, really cool game right now. So before I go, give me a second. Oh, there we go. Here's the best button. Before I go, it's morphin time. Dino Beast. Ha! Tiger Fury, Green Ranger. Yeah, it's morphin time. We're all back, Natson, and you guys know we're the Mighty Heroes team. And yeah, thanks, Guzzy Wilson, and catch you guys later. Ha! And also, we're about to get wild. So, until you next time with the Q&A. And just remember, the Power Morphin for these actors is by November 10th or the 12th, if you guys want to call it. Shout out to the Grand Space Ranger YouTube guy for putting the poster on that. So, he also posted on there for the actors, and the Power Ranger cast is coming over there to Florida for the Power Ranger Stop Con, whatever you want to call that. That's for the Rangers cast members that's coming over there to Florida to get some autograph and answer questions and all like that. So check that out. Check in the podcast, and I'll catch you guys right on next time with Q&A. Hmm.